What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Jim Graphics. In today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to design this simple church flyer in CorelDRAW. If you're new, consider subscribing by clicking on the red button below and turn on the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future upload. Alright, coming over here guys are the stock images to be working with. I'm going to put the link of all this in the down description below. So if you come over to this notepad we have here, you can see the text we'll be working with. Alright, so all the names of the fonts I'll be working with, I'm going to put the names here. Alright, so as you can see we have the names of the font here. So I'm going to look for the link where you can download this font and put in the down description below. So without any further ado guys, let's jump straight to the video. Welcome to CorelDRAW guys. So the first thing you're going to see is this interface whenever you open CorelDRAW. So if you're new to CorelDRAW, please, if you're a beginner, don't forget, go and check out the beginner's video. You can learn the step-by-step process on how to start up your design career. All right, so if you come over to this page, all right, this is what you're going to see. So what we're going to do now is change our paper size for this design. All right, so to do that, you're going to come over to your page size, because the size we're working with is A5 size. All right, it's a printable flyer. All right, so you're going to come over to your page size and select A5. all right, so it's going to change to this, and come to your property bar and locate unit. Then under unit you're going to see inches. All right, just select inches and come over to your orientation and change to landscape, and this is what you're going to have guys. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in our rectangle tool. Come over to your tools bar. This is your tools bar over here. So select your rectangle tool and click on it, then draw a box this way. At first it's not going to fit to frame. All right, it's not going to fit to frame. This is what you're going to see guys. It will not fit to frame. What I mean it's not fitting to frame is it's not aligning with the white frame which we have here. As you can see, there's a cutout here. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop the tool using your pick tool. So come over to your pick tool and drop this way. Then what you're going to do is come over to the page size. All right, first of all you're going to click over here the empty space which you have here to get the size of the white space. Then you're going to select this, copy, Ctrl C, then select the rectangle tool, then come over to this and paste it again. All right, as you can see, then copy the second one. All right, then click and paste. Then you can press letter P on your keyboard to feed it to frame, and boom guys, this is what we're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the black stroke or the outline which we have here. So come over to this sign over here and right click, then select set outline color, and boom guys, this is going to take itself just out, and this is what we are going to have guys. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to import our stock images for this tutorial. So to import your stock images in CorelDRAW, basically what you're going to do is right click over here, select import, shortcut is Ctrl I, or you come over to your file, locate import. So it's just basically the same thing. All right, so click on import and wait for this to load. So you're going to locate where your files are saved. All right, mine is saving download. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically select all of this and select all of this, then don't select the notes part. All right, and somebody asked me why I type my words on, like I put my text on Notepad instead of Microsoft Word. It's all the same thing guys. Microsoft Word, Notepad, all right, they will still give you the same result. All right, so click on import. All right, then place over here, but mine I prefer writing on Notepad. All right, before designing. All right, so I'm going to basically place all of this here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import the text. So I'm going to come over to my notepad, then I'm going to select all of this and click on use Ctrl C to copy, then come over to my CorelDRAW and select my text tool, then come over to this space and use Ctrl V to paste the text. Then you can see we can basically see this, so we're going to give it a white color so we can see, and we're going to reduce the font size to 9 and place this just right there. And now what we're going to do is basically start placing our background for this tutorial. All right, the first background I'm going to bring in here is this one. All right, so I'm going to scale it up. So basically guys, I'm going to use this background twice. So I'm going to duplicate this background just here and leave that over there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click and select power clip, because I want to place it into this frame. So right click and select power clip, then place it into this frame. And as you can see guys, it's basically not fitted to frame. So you're going to right click and select edit power clip. Then what you're going to do basically is align it to the frame which you have. So you're going to basically scale it up this way. And basically guys, I want to blur this background a bit, all right, so we can get some unique effects. So what I'm going to do is go to my effect. If you're not using this CorelDRAW guys, you can see effects where I'm seeing mine. So you're going to just basically go to bitmap, select creative. Under creative you see blur, then under blur use Gaussian blur. This is the same step which we're going to take just right here. All right guys, so basically if you don't have CorelDRAW, if you want to purchase CorelDRAW, the original pack, you can use the link in the down description below. But if you want to get the soft copy, you can DM me on Instagram, Jim Junior 1. That's my Instagram handle. So I'm going to flash the name on the screen for you guys. All right, so you're going to come over to effect, then select blur and choose Gaussian blur. All right, so basically we're going to okay, let's leave this to this just right here. I think we're okay with this. All right, if in case you do not see the percentage or the pixels which I use is 55.3 pixels. All right, let's increase it to 65.8. basically if you're increasing, you'll be seeing the outcome. So increase, you see the outcome, more blur. If you reduce, you see the outcome, it reduces. All right, so let's just increase a bit, and I think we're good with this. Okay, let's use basically this it's 1.5, and we're good with that. So what you're going to do is basically click on finish and leave that to that. So the next thing I'm going to do guys is basically I'm going to bring in those images. All right, let me place this text here. I'm going to place these images the way I want them arranged. All right, so let's basically arrange these images. First of all, let me remove this one. So basically if you want to arrange your images, it depends on how the posture of the like the image, how it is being positioned. All right, that's how you're going to arrange your images. All right, because you cannot, at least because this one is like this, you're going to bring this one and place in here. You see it's somehow making sense anyway, but you see this one comes in here, but it depends on the way you want it arranged though. But first of all, you can see this one is giving me the good posture I want. All right, so I'm going to place this one here, and basically I'm going to reduce this and bring this one, place it just here and take it behind using shift plus page down on your keyboard. Shift plus page down, and this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to bring this one closer a bit. All right, just right there, and this is basically what you're going to have. So the next one I'm going to bring is this man over here. Use shift page down to take it behind. Then you're going to basically reduce this one, and you don't want a situation where the head of this one is bigger than this one is bigger than this. So you're going to basically reduce this to make it align very, very well. So I'm going to basically take this one up just right there, and I think we'll be good with this. Once we reduce this, take it up and reduce this one, and we're going to bring in this one. Use shift plus page down to take it behind. So I'm going to reduce this guy. This is Natina Barsi. All right, one of our gospel artists in Nigeria, and I believe he's not worldwide anyway. So basically I'm going to take this one in. All right, so I'm going to bring this guy and scale it up, then place this one here, and basically use shift plus page down to take it behind, and we're going to scale him a bit, and we're going to place him just right there. And basically guys, this is what we are going to have guys. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, duplicate it. What I mean duplicate is just copy it and paste it somewhere, just in case you want it again. Now I'm going to select all of this. First of all, let me blur this one to the background, so as you can, because you can see the edge here is kind of sharp. So I'm going to use my transparency tool on my tools bar, and I'm going to fade out this part to the background. So I'm going to as you can see, it's kind of affecting this image. So I'm going to bitmap it, convert it to bitmap. Go to bitmap, select convert to bitmap, then change your color mode to RGB. All right, so resolution to 300, then click on OK. Now you're going to fade out this part. So why am I bitmapping is because if you don't bitmap, it won't enable you to fade out the other parts. All right, so to enable you fade out multiple parts, like I always tell you guys, bitmap. All right, so I'm going to take this one in, So as you can see, once we fade out this part, it's blending to the background. So as you can see, it looks as if this man, thank God the wears of this guy is kind of being similar to this guy's own, so it's kind of blended very well. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this, then basically I'm going to go to bitmap, convert to bitmap. So once I convert everything to bitmap, that's why I'm telling you to duplicate this, because if you don't bitmap, once you bitmap it and you don't duplicate, you cannot edit it. So you can see all of them are moving same. So I'm going to use my shape tool. Then I'm going to drag this up to align everything together. All right, so as you can see, we have same edge. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this over here. Then it's behind fill, so what you're going to do is use shift plus page up to bring it forward, and this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is basically scale this up a bit and take it up just right there. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fade out this edge to the background. But before I do that, I'm going to go to my bitmap and go to mode, then change to grayscale, because I want this to be on black and white. So I'm going to once I do that, I'm going to go to effect and select adjust, then go to brightness, contrast, and intensity. Then what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to make this one, reduce this a bit. All right, and okay, that's fine, just 4% of contrast, and this will be fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my transparency tool and fade out this edge. So I'm going to select my transparency tool and fade out the edge just right there. All right, I'm going to fade out the edge just right there to blend to the background. All right, so this is basically what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one down. Once you bring it down, this is what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool and draw a line just right here. And once I do that, I'm going to give it a white color, and boom, guys, this is basically what you're going to have. So I'm going to take this one down. All right, so I'm going to take this one down, and this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this background. All right, but before I bring in the background, okay, first of all, let me bring in this background and place it just right here. So I'm going to select, okay, I'm going to select this one, take it behind, like power clip it into this frame. So I'm going to right click and select edit and power clip, sorry, and place it into this frame, so everything is on one. So I'm going to copy this or cut it, use Ctrl X to cut it, then go into the frame by right clicking and select edit power clip, then place it just right here. So what you're going to do is basically you're going to select this, or what you're going to do is, okay, let's just use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to blow it. All right, use Gaussian blow it. All right, so you're going to click on OK. Now what you're going to do is select your transparency tool and go to merge mode or your blend mode and change this to screen. All right, so let's try overlay. All right, so let's try screen. All right, so I guess screen is giving us what we want. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to use my same transparency tool and reduce the opacity just right here. So I just want the reflection on the image just a bit. All right, so we're going to basically reduce the opacity just right there, and this is basically what we're going to have, guys. All right, so this is basically what we're going to have. So I'm going to click on finish, and this is what we are going to have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scale this image. So I'm going to scale this image a bit. All right, so this is what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this background. All right, so I'm going to scale it up. Then what I'm going to do is power clip by right clicking and select power clip, then place it into this frame. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click and select edit power clip. All right, so I'm going to scale this up this way, and what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to blur this one too. Why I'm blurring is basically I don't want this effect on it, so I'm just going to blur, go to blur, Gaussian blur, and just blur it a bit. And all right, 41.8 pixel is fine, so I'm going to click on OK. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select transparency tool and fade out this part, because I just want it reflect on this side of the design. All right, so I'm going to go to my so I'm going to go to so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my image mode or my blend mode and select overlay, and this is what we're going to have, guys. So as you can see the reflection here, so I'm going to click on finish, and basically, guys, this is what we are going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically bring in this sky scraper. All right, so I'm going to right click on it and select power clip, then place it into this frame, then right click again and select edit power clip, then bring it over here. All right, so once I bring it over here, I'm going to fade out some edges because this place is kind of sharp. All right, so I'm going to use my transparency to blend this to the background. I'm going to convert to bitmap. Like I told you, if you want to convert to bitmap, go to bitmap, convert to bitmap, and use resolution as 300, then your color mode at RGB, then click on OK. So I told you guys why we always bitmap, because we want to fade out multiple parts. All right, so I'm going to convert to bitmap again, then fade out this part. All right, so basically if I don't even fade out this part, it's not going to show. All right, so basically I'm going to scale this one up. So once I scale it up, I'm going to go to bitmap, convert to grayscale, go to bitmap, then select mode, then grayscale, and basically let's blend it to the background. Let's try screen, or let's try overlay. Okay, screen is giving us what we want. So once we do that, we can basically take it behind fill, just this way. All right, just this way. So I'm going to bring this one up. I'm going to bring this up just right there. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to click on finish, and so we can see what we have. So basically, guys, this is what we have, and this is actually giving us what we want. So let me basically select this skyscraper and duplicate it so we can see other option. I just want to try something, guys. Just want to try something. All right, so let me copy this and paste it again. Let's see what we got. All right, it's not giving us a nice effect, so we're good with this. We're good with this. All right, so this is basically what we're gonna have. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring in this logo, and I'm going to place it just right here. Once we do that, we're going to place this just right here, and all right, so I'm going to copy this text. So as you can see, guys, we're done with this for now. So let me just delete it, but in your own case, don't delete your images. All right, just leave it there. All right, so I'm going to place it just right here, and I'm going to cut this from here, and basically bold this and leave this just right there, and you can basically increase this image just a bit, and basically place it just right here, and this is what you are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to duplicate this this stuff. All right, I'm going to duplicate this. Let me give it the stroke so we can see. So I'm going to scale this one up just a little bit. All right, so basically, guys, this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to bring this one here. I'm going to demarcate, or I'm going to break this just right here, then duplicate it, bring another one here. All right, so you can actually do it manually, guys. Don't follow what I'm doing, like the shortcut I'm doing to get to duplicate. So you can basically do it manually, but for the sake of those beginners, you can actually just drag and bring it just here. All right, so it's just the same thing, guys. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to give this one, I'm going to color this one. All right, I'm going to change the color of this, then remove the stroke. All right, then I'm going to give this one kind of a gold color. All right, this is not the gold I'm looking at, so I'm going to go to this thumbnail here, or basically let me select from the logo. All right, I taught you guys how to select color. So you're going to go to your color eyedropper tool, pick a color from here. All right, so once you pick a color, then come over to this and drop it just right there. And what we're going to do is remove the stroke. All right, so I want to make this a bit dark, so I'm going to come over to this thumbnail and go to my color viewer, then darken this a bit, bring it down to this spot, not that much, but this is okay. And same thing applicable to this, duplicate and basically bring this one in here, and let's bring this one down, and okay, I think I'm looking at something. All right, let's try one more time. All right, so I think we're good with this color. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in actually I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool and draw this way, and I'm going to remove the fill, then give it a black stroke. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this to curve. So right click and select convert to curve. The shortcut is Ctrl Q. So once you convert it to curve, it has turned itself to an object. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my shape tool, and I'm going to bring this one in here, then I'm going to bring this one in here. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this and select curve, and I'm going to basically drag this in. Then basically what I'm going to do is right click again, select curve, then drag this one in. Then what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to reduce this one and take this one out. Let me use my shape tool and take this one out because it's kind of giving us here it's kind of smaller. So I'm going to adjust this one just right there, and do this and do this. So I'm going to get this shape. So this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to use my shape tool again, right click on this spot and convert to curve. Then I'm going to take this one up. All right, so take this one up. So you're going to basically adjust this way, adjust this way. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So to get this arrow that I'm bringing out, basically if you want to get the arrow, you can just, once it's out, you can just click on any of this node, it will come out. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is that I'm going to use my freehand tool, draw this way and close it just right here. And so what I'm going to do is, let me reduce this because it's kind of big. All right, so once I do that, you can see I'm going to use my shape tool. I'm going to take this one inside here. So once I do that, then okay, let's basically convert this to bitmap, convert to curve, sorry. Then take this one out this way, and I'm going to give it a black color. So once I do that, I'm going to give this one a white color for now. So I'm going to bring this one up. All right, let me duplicate this one, take this one here and put it just right here. So I'm going to select this white one, use shift page up and bring it up just right there, and this is basically what we are going to have, guys. So I'm going to do this, scale this up. All right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is basically I'm going to push this in just right there, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my interactive fill tool and drag this way, and I'm going to select this one, then I'm going to give it this color. Let me pick this color. All right, I'm going to select this one, give it same color, but I'm going to adjust it just from here. So I'm going to select this one and select this color thumbnail. I'm going to come over to this spot and darken this. All right, so we're going to darken this color. All right, so once you do that, this is basically what you're going to have. So I'm going to take this one up and lighten this down part a bit. All right, so once you do that, this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing you're going to do is remove the outline or the stroke. So this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to use my interactive fill tool and draw this way. All right, so bring this one down, and this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to copy this color and just place it just right here, and this is what you're going to have. So remove the black stroke, and what you're going to do is take it behind fill using Control plus page up and take it just behind there. So what I'm going to do is I want to make a shadow, like a shadow to reflect over here. So I'm going to select my shadow tool and drag this way. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to increase this. All right, so I'm going to come over to my shadow feathering, change this to 10. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this and use Control K to break the shadow and this apart. So I'm going to push this shadow just right here. All right, so once you do that, come over to bitmap, convert it to bitmap. So once you do that, use your transparency tool and fade out this part. All right, but this shadow is not giving us what we want. So basically, before you convert it to bitmap, so change it to RGB color, the black. All right, so you're going to convert to this and change to RGB, then drag this color over here to give it a solid black. Then what you're going to do is convert, because we're converting to bitmap on RGB, so we're changing that to RGB. Then convert to bitmap. Then what you're going to do is fade out this part, the edge. All right, so as you can see, the shadow is kind of reflecting on this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this. Okay, first of all, I'm going to use my ellipse tool and draw a circle just right here. And once I draw the circle, let me give it a black stroke so we can see basically. All right, so I'm going to scale this circle just right here. Then I'm going to select this one, select both the circle, and you hold shift, then select this shape here. And what you're going to do is go to your property bar and select trim. And once you do that, you can see we have a cutout here. You can see this cutout. Now what you're going to do is basically bring this one down, and what you're going to do is bring this one down again. All right, so duplicate, then select this inner one and hold your shift, then select this one and go to trim again. And what you're going to give this is let's give it this blue color, and we're going to select interactive fill tool and draw this way. Then what I'm going to do is come over to the property bar of the interactive fill tool and change this to elliptical fountain fill. All right, so select this one, then change this to the dark red, then select this one, change it to red, give it a red color, and this is basically what you're going to have. So select this one and remove the line. All right, so this is what you're going to have. All right guys, so this is basically what you are going to have. So I'm going to copy this text. Okay, but before then, I want a reflection here. All right, I want a reflection here. So what I'm going to do is copy this. So we just copied this one, then we're going to paste it again. All right, then give it a white color. Then what you're going to do is basically use your transparency to fade out this edge, fade out this part. So as you can see, what we're having here, something unique. All right, like a light reflection. All right, so we're having a light reflection because from this background we're having our lighting from here and lighting from here. So what we're going to do, guys, basically is copy this text. I'm going to cut this text, paste it just right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this. All right, I'm going to break this down, then use Control plus K to break the text apart. Then what I'm going to do is change the font of this youth to Onyx fonts, the names on the down description below. So I'm going to scale this one up, place it just right here. All right, then I'm going to change this one to uppercase. Use Shift plus F3 to change to uppercase. All right, then change the font of this to Sequel. All right. Anyway, this is the font I love using. I don't know why anyway, but everybody have their own font they love using though. But this is the font I love using, kind of. All right, so I'm going to scale this one down, then bring it just right here. Then instead of changing this font, so I'm going to just basically bring this one down. change to 2022. Then I'm going to scale this up. All right, so I'm going to basically place it just right here. Select this one, make sure it's aligned to the middle, and this is basically what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to cut this. This is the guest ministers. I'm going to put that one just here. The guest artists, I'm going to put that one here. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to change the font of this one to sequel. All right, change this one to sequel. All right, so I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to cut this, paste it here. Then what I'm going to do, sorry guys, my system is kind of lagging, I don't know why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this one up, then use Ctrl K and break this one down. Then I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to place another one here. All right, so what I'm going to do is bring this one just right here and make sure it's aligned. Then scale this one up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one up a bit. Then I'm going to use my freehand tool, draw a line just here, a demarcation line. Then I'm going to give it a white stroke. All right, so just light there. Then I'm going to put another one here. All right, so we can basically increase the stroke by using F12 on our keyboard. Then just the weight, increase the weight a bit just right there, and this is what we are going to have. So basically we're going to do the same to this. All right, so we're going to break this one apart. All right, so I'm going to break apart and I'm going to place this one just right here. And once we do that, make sure it's aligned to this one. All right, so scale this one up. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this one, break it apart this way, sorry, bring this one down and place it just right here. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to bring Natinabasi and place it just right here. Then I'm going to bring this one, then I'm going to place it just right here. All right, so this is basically what we're going to have, guys. So the spacing on this is too much, so basically reduce and make sure they're aligned together. So we're going to align this and we're going to bring in this this stuff, the line, the demarcation line which we drew. Bring this one here and make sure it's aligned. All right, so basically we're going to bring this one, place it just right here, then bring this one here and duplicate and place that just right there, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this date. I'm going to place it just right here. I'm going to change the font to sequel. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this one, then change to uppercase, shift F3 on your keyboard, then break it apart. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this one, and once I do that, I'm going to bring this one below here, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to reduce this and make it align very well. All right, so basically this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this the date icon, and I'm going to basically extract this. So go to bitmap mode, black and white, then go to trace bitmap, outline trace and line art, and wait for this to load. All right guys, so wait for this to load. It's going to take a little while, so let's wait for it to load. So boom guys, this is it, and we're going to use select specify color to get this done. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup this, then delete the particles which I don't want. All right, so you're going to group this and reduce it and place it just right here, then give it a white color. All right, so I'm going to scale this up, then use shift plus page up to bring it up and leave that to that. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this cycle, this one, copy it and paste it again, then use give it a white color, use transparency tool to fade out this edge. All right, feather this edge, and this is basically what you're going to have. So we're having kind of a reflection over there also. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this theme. Alright, so I'm going to paste it just right here, give it a black color. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it apart using Ctrl K. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this up. So I'm going to go to my fonts, select sequel, this one. Then I'm going to change it to uppercase, shift F3, uppercase, click on OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my shape tool and reduce the spacing just right there. And this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this end and paste it just right here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to scale this one up. So once I scale it up this way, I'm going to give it a purple color. Let's give it this color. Then what I'm going to do is come over to this thumbnail. Alright, then I'm going to darken the purple. Alright, so we're going to darken this purple just right there, and this is what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is basically I'm going to give it an outline, a white outline. Alright, so guys, this stuff is actually going out of frame, so we're going to increase this one, reduce this one. Alright, so we're going to bring this one just right here. So we're going to take this one in, alright, to get our spacing. So what I'm going to do is basically place this one here and scale it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a white stroke. Right click on the white and select set outline color. Then increase the white stroke weight by double clicking on this thumbnail. Then go to the weight and select maybe 1.5 and go to this and select behind fill. Alright, so we're gonna maybe, let's say 2. Then this is fine. So click on OK. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the shadow to it. So select your shadow tool and drag this way. Alright, so just a light shadow, and we're gonna just reduce the shadow by using 10 feathering over there. So then what we're gonna do is break it apart, break the shadow and the text apart. And what you're going to do now is you're going to bring this one down just right there, and this is what you're going to have. So this is basically what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is select this theme which you have here. So once I do that, so I believe this is kind of big, and so I'm going to reduce this one. Alright, so basically let's scale this one up a bit, and let's take this one up. Alright, so let's adjust this one. Okay, guys, so this is what we are going to have. So I'm going to basically take this up a bit. Alright, then I'm going to scale this one up just right there. Then I'm going to basically give this one a red color, then use my shape tool and drag this, increase the spacing, then align it to the middle with this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my ellipse tool, draw a line just right here, sorry, draw a circle just right here. Alright, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, then go to trim, and this is what you're going to have. So you're going to give it a red color. So once you do that, bring this one in just right there, then bring this one and give it white color. Then use shift plus page up to bring it forward and reduce this just right there, and this is what you are going to have, guys. So the last thing and the next thing we're going to do is basically put the date, the time, and the venue, and the number to call for inquiry. So what I'm going to do is basically select this one, place it just right there and give it a black color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take this one down. Alright, so I'm going to bring this one here, and what I'm going to do is cut this one and place it here, give it a black color. Then basically break this apart, that's right there, and break this one apart this way, and this is basically what you're going to have. So I'm going to give it the black color, Then we're going to align this just right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my my rectangle, my freehand tool, and draw a line just right here. Give it a black stroke, then bring same line here, and this is what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is use this icon, the location icon, and extract it just right here. Go to trace bitmap, outline trace and line art, and wait for it to load. Alright, so once it's done loading, you're going to see the before, you're going to see the after. Then click on OK and remove this one, delete this, then remove this, and reduce this and place it just right here. Then you can basically leave that to that, and what you're going to do now is bring in this phone icon. This one is actually heavy, guys, so before you do anything, bitmap it, convert to bitmap, and go to bitmap, select mode, black and white, and change your conversation mode to line art. Alright, then increase your threshold. If you reduce it, this is what you're going to have, guys. You can see that disappeared. If you have more of this, you can increase to see it. So click on OK. So what you're going to do now is go to straight bitmap, line arts, alright, and wait for this to load. So you can see it's loading slowly, because why with bitmap is just to reduce those. Okay, you can see it has fastened itself. So what you're going to do is click on OK. Then what you're going to do is delete this one, remove the cycle, and reduce this just right there. Then bring this one here, and this is basically what we're going to have. So bring it page up to bring it forward. Then you're going to basically place this one here, and this is basically what you're going to have, guys. This is what you're going to have. So this is basically how we design this unique church flyer in CorelDRAW. If you have any question, guys, please don't forget, drop me a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget, share this video, give it a thumbs up. All right, and see you guys in my next video.